Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. It's Miss Ferreira, and I'm here with another read aloud to share with you and also a lesson to go with that read aloud. Today's book I picked out, it's another Mo Willems book. I love Mo Willems. This book is called Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have read this book already. It's a lot of fun. But don't think like, oh, I already read that book. I really don't feel like listening to it again. Boys and girls, good readers are always rereading books. They notice new things about the books, and also we reread books that are fun and exciting for us. And some of our favorite books we like to read over and over again because they're entertaining. So this book we're going to go over, and I know I've read this book before, but I'm going to do something different with it again. This book, what you're going to do and what we're going to focus on today, good readers are always paying attention to the story and finding different parts, like funny parts in the story, or very dramatic parts in a story, or exciting parts. Because there's all different parts throughout the book. We need to be able to locate those parts of the book and name them. So you have to look for clues in the pictures and in the words, and that will help you to notice it. Just like yesterday, what we did when we were marking the important parts, today I'm going to mark the funny parts with a Post-it, and I already made my Post-it here. I wrote funny, but I actually drew the laughing emoji. He's like laughing so hard he has tears coming out of his eyes. I'm not the best artist in the world, but I tried my best. And that way I'll know on the page that I mark it, I'll know like, wow, this was a really funny part of the story. When you come across a part of the story that's very dramatic, it's like, whoa. I made another emoji. The eyebrows are up, the eyes are wide open, the mouth's open, like, wow, that's very dramatic. So I'm going to mark that page with this Post-it note. And then for an exciting part of the story, something that's like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. I just put a happy face, but with the smiles like wide open. It's really exciting to read this part of the book. Now, all of our opinions might be different. My opinion for the most exciting part might be different from yours, and that's okay. That's the fun of learning, and that's the fun of reading books and sharing them with others. You can compare them and say, well, I thought this was the funniest part, and your friend might say, no, I thought this was the funniest part. So you can mark the pages and then also explain why you think it. So as I'm reading this book to you, I want you to keep in mind and try to remember which part you think is the funniest part, which part is the most dramatic, and also the third thing, the most exciting. And then you'll be doing that with your own books at home. Okay, I hope you enjoy the reading of this book by Mo Willems, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Hi, I'm the bus driver. Listen, I've got to leave for a little while. So can you watch things for me until I get back? Thanks. Oh, and remember, don't let the pigeon drive the bus. Uh-oh.
I thought he'd never leave. Hey, can I drive the bus? Please. I'll be careful. I'll tell you what. I'll just steer. My cousin Herb drives a bus almost every day. True story. Vroom, vroom, vroomy, vroom, vroom. Pigeon at the wheel. No? never get to do anything. Hey, I've got an idea. Let's play Drive the Bus. I'll go first. Come on, just once around the block. I'll be your best friend. How about I give you $5? No fair. I bet your mom would let me. What's the big deal? It's just a bus. I have dreams, you know. Fine. Let me drive the bus!
I'm back. You didn't let the pigeon drive the bus, did you? Great. Thanks a lot.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
Hey. The end.
Okay, now that we've finished reading and enjoying the story together, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, we're going to discuss some of the funny parts, and we're going to mark them on the book, the dramatic parts, and also the exciting parts. So parents, feel free to pause the video and talk about what you and your child thought were the funniest parts, dramatic parts, and exciting parts. And then after you pause it and talk about it, come back to the video and I'm going to share mine. And remember, boys and girls and parents, these are our opinions. Everybody's allowed to have different opinions. Okay, so I'm going to share with you first what I thought was a funny part. I loved the part, and I thought it was hysterical, when the pigeon was pretending he was driving and steering a bus and saying, vroom, 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 making all those sound effects. Pigeon at the wheel. I thought that was hysterical. So I'm going to put the funny part, post-it, on this part of the story. Now, you might have a different part that you thought was the funniest, and that's fine. I would love to hear what you thought was the funniest, actually. Next, I'm going to go to the most dramatic part. And in my opinion, is when the pigeon started just flipping out. He lost it. He says, "Let me drive the bus." Very overly dramatic there. So I'm going to put the dramatic sticker here. And actually, I'm going to use this part as well for an exciting part. So you could actually have two Post-its on the same part. That's perfectly fine. So I'm going to stick that Post-it here as well. And boys and girls and parents also, feel free to do this with your own books that you have at home. Mark all the different pages with different Post-its and how you feel. That way, you can share it with others when you're rereading them. You'll find your Post-it on that page when you're rereading your books and say, "Oh, that's right. I thought this was the funniest part." And you can share with others. It's like a nice little reminder of how you felt when you were reading the book the first time. Okay, boys and girls, don't forget to enjoy reading with all these lessons and use these lessons with your own books. Parents, thank you so much for your support at home while you're helping your child during this homebound learning experience. Enjoy the rest of the day and rock on. See you next time. Bye.